Hello, brothers and sisters of flying down. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down to 10 minutes. And if you have any questions, comments, or even insults, okay, or suggestions, you put it down below in the box, and I'll view through it and see if I'll post it, okay? Because a lot of y'all fools are idiots, okay? Most of you are idiots. And I don't care if you're white, black, or Hispanic, or Milano, or Oriental, okay? But I'm talking about every being and species of this planet and invisible ghosts of this world that exist. And interdimensional also, okay? Interdimensional. But this video is going to be special, okay? It's the creation story, version 1, okay? Okay? If you want me to create a version 2, just ask me, okay? Because I'm tired of repeating myself. Somebody ask me how you think we humans created and stuff like that. You know, I'm comical about it, okay? It might go over 10 minutes, but I'm going to try to make it as fast as I can, okay? Okay, once upon a time, because I put it on my Facebook as well, too. Oh, yeah, as a matter of fact, I got a Martheus's Knowledge Facebook. Congratulations to me. Yes. I'm just so fucking salty. Salty and sugar and sweet. Sweet and sour, okay? You know, sweet and sour and salt and sugar, okay? But, I have a Facebook. You just go on that page, okay? You can look at other videos and stuff like that if you like. You know, subscribe, okay? Give me money, okay? You know, donate to me, okay? And I'll probably make shirts for you. Yes, I'm a graffiti artist. I told you I'm an artist. All sorts of crazy shit that I can't tell you is secret. The secret, keep it secret, keep it safe. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Like Gandalf, okay? Now, okay, this is about the creation story 1, okay? Version 1. Okay, once upon a time, in the deep space, okay, there was a great war, okay? You know, on Martheus's Knowledge, I actually I rhymed it, okay? It was tight, too, okay? I put it in rhymes. I rhymed the whole fucking thing. It was tight. I threw the fucking mic out the window, but I'm going to repeat it here, but not in rhyming, okay? I'm not going to rhyme and flow like that, okay? You know, I'm not a freestyler like that. But once upon a time, there was a great war in space, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't take it for tick for tack for everything, little thing I say. Everything's a theory now, okay, right? Everything's a theory. Okay. It's a great war in space against 3 different races. Okay, it could have already been 2, okay? Okay? But this is how I got it down packed. The Anunnaki, the alien gray lizards, and the fucking grays. Or the different types of grays. I don't think it's the subpar or whatever you want to call it. But there was 3 different wars. 3 different beings having a war with each other. And the Anunnaki had their own fucking planet. Like, I was like, when I heard that shit, I was like, what the fuck? And their moon got this vehicle has a little extra shit to it, and their moon got destroyed. So that's why you see the crater. I mean the asteroid belt outside the ring and shit like that, because that was one of their planets and shit. They had their own little satellite, their own little moon and shit. But anyway, the war go like this. Eventually, they had battle with one another, all in space. This happened in space. This planet right here we're on was like a gas planet, okay, a motherfucking gas planet. Even the Africans said this planet was a gas planet. All sorts of words. And this before many millions of billions of years ago, there was no fucking, you couldn't see the sun, okay, or nor the moon, okay. All right, this planet was like young, okay, and humans wasn't even evolved yet on this planet, okay. So these 3 species had war with one another, and eventually the lizard beings was powerful as hell, man. I don't know what the names are, Arakians or what do you want to call it? Blacks of the motherfucking hole in the Anunnaki's planet called Nibiru. The atmosphere blew the fucking hole in the wall. Now, their atmosphere was made of gold. Think about that shit. They stood like as tall as buildings and shit. Well, 20 feet tall, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, man, that shit is Anunnaki, okay? I don't care what the fuck it originated from, okay? And there's drawings and arts all across the world talking about these Zeus-like standing type gods all across the world. And you're going to tell me this is version 1, so we're going to keep it to the Anunnakis on this one, okay? Because there's other versions, too, now. If you want me to make another version, I'll make another version. When you ask me, I'll make it, okay? All right? We're going to talk about version 1, because I think it's the most intergalactic type shit. Everybody should put 1 plus 1 together and keep it like that, because this one makes the most sense to me, okay? Actually, they all make sense, but this one is, like, really popular with the Anunnaki, Zachariah Ascension, okay? Don Beck Denikin, okay, you know what I'm saying, and David Icke and all that stuff, you know, Curious of the Gods, okay. And so what happened is that the Anunnaki, which was more superior, banished both of them, okay, to planet Earth, okay, right? Okay, you got the alien greys, I don't know the names, and the lizard beings living on this planet, okay? All right? They were living on this planet was called Gaia, or there was a different name, whatever. Of course, naturally. And the Anunnaki needed something to repair their motherfucking atmosphere, okay? They also had a moon, but I ain't gonna talk about the story of how the moon got crashed up into another planet or some shit like that and created the debris, the asteroid belt. I'm not gonna talk about that here. And eventually, the Anunnaki needed slaves. They needed slaves to be made, okay? So they can use the earth and mine into the planet so they can take the gold, okay? All right? And of course, the Indians talk about this shit. The Africans talk about this shit. The gold is like the fundamental thing of all. It's not platinum. It's not silver, okay? It's just gold. Because they say monotone gold heals the body, okay? It just reverses all sorts of crazy shit. But I don't know if that's true. That's all theory, okay? All right? Look that shit up. I'm not making this shit up. So I'm just like, next thing you know, they eventually, all of them gave their own DNA, okay, samples and genetic genomes and shit, and created eventually over billions of. This took time, okay. This took time. They was being watched and monitored. Then the human species was being born, and the first human species that is said to be created was the Caucasoid race. The Caucasoids. That's the motherfucking right. You got it. So when you see a nigga say we are the original man, that's another fucking story, because that's the Egyptian side of the story. I'm not talking about that shit. They actually, the Caucasoids actually created the black man first. So they were probably the first African original man that was created by the Caucasoid races, okay? How about that, Mapples? But the Egyptian side is a different story, okay? But this is version 1 now. If you want to hear the other one, you ask me. If no one asks me, I'm not making the version 2. Okay? There's the Egyptian version, there's the Chinese version, the Indian version. I'm like, how many versions are there? Fucking Eastern version? I'm like, that shit baffles my motherfucking head, man. So next thing you know, I'm like, so they eventually created the Caucasoid man, who was a slave thinker, okay? Their bodies and their composition of the bodies is not good with the sun. But basically, it was good because it was under cloud, okay? So it was okay underneath, the atmosphere, which was thick, okay? Okay? Because eventually, over time, over billions of years, the clouds dissipate, okay? And the sun started coming through and affecting the white man, okay? With a disease, okay? Because the sun, the rays and shit like that, that's another story, but you read that somewhere else, okay? All right? Now, okay, and the white man's made to be a slave. The aliens and the lizards, of course, they was like, yo, we all did it together. Okay, and the Anunnaki was like, yo, slave for me for gold. Now, we got Fort Knox and we got the Federal Reserve, all that shit right there.